It said something about a door located deeper inside the cave. And there was a strange line about death being the key, whatever that means. Go on. I'll follow along shortly.
Tuma Mazath already uncovered the remains. Quickly, destroy them. The piece of destruction.
Let's not some haste. Counter this.
Tuma Mazath will not have these remains. May these bones find the emptiness of the void.
You're made of. Soon. Skill issue.
The skull of this shadow scale is missing. I think I know why. All that is created must eventually be destroyed, and then renewed. We successfully... As shadows, if I am correct, we must locate Tuma Mazath's rituals. I am not certain, but a ritual of... must be here somewhere.
Hey, why are you throwing away perfectly good coin? Should keep you on your toes a while.
It is done. Praise Sithis the Changer.
This looks promising. Let's talk. That creepy black door. That's gotta be the entrance to the Dark Brotherhood sanctuary. I doubt it's as simple as turning a knob, because that door doesn't have one. Let me see that letter you found again. Gutted, untold danger, long trek, clear out. Ah! Here it is. And remember, death, my brother, that's the key. I don't know. Maybe it's a passphrase? I've read about things like that in some of my mystery novels. Go ahead. See if that passphrase opens the creepy black door. The letter said that death was the key. So, go and unlock the creepy black door.
Still looking for your murderer? Well, you've come to the wrong place, my friends.
We found the black hands beside every body.
Must I say it again? You've been duped, and the Dark Brotherhood has been set up to take the blame. Haven't we had this conversation already? The Dark Brotherhood didn't murder those counselors. I have no quarrel with you, and you none with me. Now turn around and leave before you force me to do something you will definitely regret. Leowyn demands, does it? Very well. This sanctuary belongs to the Dark Brotherhood. It has for a very long time. I have been given the joyous task of reopening it. I assure you, we're a business. We have no designs on Leowyn or the Councilors. Obviously some enemy of the Councilors who wants to confuse you, throw suspicion on the Dark Brotherhood, keep you chasing after shadows while they accomplish whatever it is they hope to do. Now what? Cultists, portaling in. Quickly, secure the sanctuary.
That's the Order of the Waking Flame. What are they doing here? Come on, we need to figure out what's going on. This can't be a coincidence. Did the Waking Flame cultists follow us here? Waking Flame is definitely trying to occupy the sanctuary. But why?
Close the portals! Warn the High Priest!
Oh, I think not. All right. What were we discussing before they so rudely... I assume this will satisfy your masters in Leyawind. The Dark Brotherhood is not your enemy. The Order of the Waking Flame invaded our sanctuary and killed my brothers and sisters. I can't let them get away with that. Seems to me the cultists didn't want you talking to me. Didn't want you hearing me tell you for the 100th time that the Dark Brotherhood didn't kill those counselors. If you ask me, those are your murderers. The Order of the Waking Flame. Opportunity and motive. Look, I don't know what that may be, and I don't want to know. But I do want to step through this portal and stick my dagger in their High Priest's throat. Care to come along? Good. Now you'll see how a Dark Brotherhood assassin deals with unsanctioned targets. And please notice that I won't be dropping any notes or leaflets along the way. Come on. Let's go before the portal closes.
Stay with the assassin. I'll inform Captain Rianne and Councillor Leviticus about the cultists.
An alien ruin? Not the worst place for a Daedric cult to hide out. Let's look around. Huh. Looks like I'm not the only one who leaves important papers lying about. Give that a read, why don't you? Their high priest actually ordered them to kill us. Close approximation of our calling card, but that entire pile is obviously a forgery.
Take it off!
You're going to regret it.
See those wounds? My assassins did that. Then the cultists crawled back here to die. See if they can. That amulet looks important. Better hang on to that. So the Order of the Waking Flame killed your counselors and placed the blame on the Dark Brotherhood. Then their High Priest sent his followers to kill us. Care to enlighten me as to what this is actually all about now? All this fuss and bother over an old Imperial secret? Let's review what we learned. The High Priest of the Order of the Waking Flame sent cultists to the Sanctuary to eliminate both my Dark Brotherhood assassins and you and the Wood Elf. Obviously the cult has someone watching you. They knew exactly when to attack, certain we'd all be in the Sanctuary. Plus, they were after some cache hidden there. So who are these cultists? And how well... I'm not suggesting anything. Just following the clues. If the cultists are Dagonists, then their High Priest is probably a true fanatic. This secret must be pretty important, and most likely pertains to death. Let's see if something deeper inside this ruin points us to the identity of the cult's High Priest. Because I owe them for besmirching the good reputation of the Dark Brotherhood and for ordering the deaths of my brothers and sisters. No, the orders suggested it was placed in the Sanctuary after we abandoned it the first time. We hadn't finished reopening the place, and I hadn't run across any hidden caches. Another... Huh. This door looks impressive. Let's see what's on the other side.
This one's mine. Stay ready. Never know what else might be headed our way.
Over here. Voices.
We failed to kill all the assassins, and the Wood Elf and the mercenary are still alive.
Yes. The High Priest isn't going to be happy about that, but we retrieved the cache hidden in the old sanctuary.
With the contents of the cache, the High Priest should be able to determine where to find the first ambition.
Agreed. And we will soon have the location of another one of the ambitions. As just another Imperial counselor, the High Priest has them all fooled.
Now that's something new. What do you think? Sometimes listening provides the answers we seek. It seems their High Priest is actually one of your counselors. That explains how they knew your movements. And they found whatever they were looking for in the sanctuary. I'd rather not know any more about this damn secret. It's cursed. But did you see how they opened that portal? They used their amulet on the pedestal. You still have the one we found. Let's find another pedestal and see if we can follow them.
The Lord of Bloodshed will
More prepared.
Strike now!
Keep looking. We need to find a pedestal like the one those cultists used.
Hit him twice for flinching!
That pedestal looks promising. Let's talk before you try to open a portal. This may work. It may not. We may open a portal that takes us to the cultists, or we may open one to some dark and deadly corner of oblivion. Still, nothing ventured, nothing gained. So, ready to try something dead? It looked to me like the cultists used their amulet on the pedestal and opened a portal. Examine the pedestal and see if there's a place to fit the amulet. These Dagonist fools think they've gotten the better of us. Let's prove them wrong. See if you can use that rather ostentatious... Well, we have a portal. Now to find out if leaping into it turns out to be a good... Well, this is interesting. Let's look around. We're too late. The location of the ambition was sent to the High Priest. What was that about an attack on Leowind Castle? Vandacia is the Order's High Priest! So, now I know who needs to die for this grave insult to the Dark Brotherhood. They got what they were after. And Vandacia will do everything in his power to get his hands... I'm going to stick around. I'm an assassin. That portal should take you back toward the exit. Or to some terrible plane of oblivion. One or the other.
Can't believe someone just left this here.
You should have run.
Ready. You gonna share? Just kidding, I wouldn't either. Always nice to get stocked up. could brew something nice with that.
Get those doors open. We need to get to the counselors.
They're barred from the other side.
Mercenary, you've returned. Everly's attempting to breach the barracks. Go! The Waking Flame cultists created a distraction. And like I'm not sure. By the time we realized the distraction was nothing more than a ruse, the cultists had locked us out. If the cultists harm Leviticus, Vondacia, and the others, I won't rest until they pay. What? Are you certain? Vondacia has served Blackwood and the Empire before that for more than 50 years. Enough. We need to get inside.
Steady. Wait for it. Now we can go in. Let's... Oh, you're here. Oh, thank Ifra you're back. Captain Rian and I... They tricked us. Lured us out of the castle. Now the place is locked down and I don't know if any of the counselors are still alive. Vondacia? That traitor! He tricked us! Lied to us, had his own colleagues murdered, and all to get his hands on a few Daedric weapons? Yes, the barracks connect to the rest of the castle. Since I dispatched the cultist guards, we can get to the counselors and the legates this way. Let's go. Hurry! We need to reach the counselors! I can't believe Vandacia fooled us! Or that he's in charge of these fanatics.
Vandacia, how could you?
Valeria, with everything at stake, how could I not?
Council of Valeria! No! Eat arrows, you rotters! I hate wasting expensive arrows on the likes of you!
I knew things were tense, but I didn't think a war would break out the moment I reached the castle. The cultists spilled out of portals like ants erupting from anthills. It was all I could do to get out of the way and reach a place of safety. Not only that, I'm the best scribe south of Skyrim. I arrived as quickly as I could, but I was too late to do more than glance at the coded documents. You should hurry, though. Vandacia...
Let's get out there. You good? Of course you are.
You traitor! I will finish what the Longhouse Emperors started, Leviticus. I will set loose the power of the four ambitions. Lord Dagon, hear your high priest. Send forth a champion to destroy these men.
Kill it! Kill it!
Don't worry about me. Deal with that creature.
Councilor Leviticus, you're alive. Let me get you out of here and somewhere safe.
Vandacia. The bastard fooled us all.
Friend of my sister, come, speak with me. Despite the gravity of the situation, you should know that I was able to decipher a portion of the encoded documents before Vandacia whisked them away. I'm not sure. I only translated a small bit of the code before the assault began. It mentioned a vault to protect them, which I assumed to mean the ambitions. It's hidden in the Ogel Bok, but I'm not familiar with the term. Argonian, perhaps? It sounds like it, but I'm not sure. I haven't reported to Councillor Leviticus yet. Since it looks like he wants to talk to you now, please inform him of my findings. And tell him I apologize I wasn't able to decipher any more. Let Councillor Leviticus know what I deciphered from the coded document. That the vault that protects them is hidden in the Ogel Bok. I wish I had been able to finish translating all the documents before Vandacia stole them. Isn't the family resemblance obvious? I was an adventurer myself back in the day, before I became an Imperial scribe. I think that's where Everly gets it. That, I imagine, he didn't think I had time to decipher any of the coded passages. I barely had a moment to look at the documents when the portals opened and his cultists burst in. Luckily, I'm very familiar with that particular code. It was my...
Vandacia will pay. I swear it.
Vandacia. A high priest of Mehrunes Dagon. Has he been a Daedric cultist all these years? I failed to see the signs, and now the counselors. They're all dead. Valeria, Sophis, Eivor, and Jirik. Yes, of course. The Sanctuary. I suppose this proves the Dark Brotherhood wasn't involved in the plot to murder us. What else did you uncover while you were away? It's worse than that. Vandacia wrestled the documents you acquired from the other counselors away from the scribe. Once he translates them, he may know the location of all 4 of the ambitions. Ogel Bak. I've heard that term. It's Argonian. I believe it refers to natural formation deep in the Blackwood Marsh. But Vandacia was more familiar with that region than I know someone who can help us, though. If the term leads us to the vault, so be it. All we can do is follow the clues we've been given. Talk to Keshu the Blackfin. If anyone can help us navigate the wilds of Blackwood, it's Governor Keshu.
Damn! I can't believe Vandacia is a traitor and a cult leader. And he killed Valeria. Almost killed Leviticus. He's been ahead of us the entire time. We can't let him get to the ambitions. We just can't. All right, we have a plan. In the meantime, we saved Councillor Leviticus, cleared the Dark Brotherhood of the murders, and determined Vandacia is the traitor and leader of the cult. So, the information from the former councillors points to an Argonian location. Someplace called the Ojel Bok. Vandacia ran off with the documents before we could learn more. Now we need to figure out what it means before his cultists beat us to it. No, but Councillor Leviticus has heard the term. Says it's a landmark in the Solzan territory. The document suggested it's a site connected to the Four Ambitions. Maybe where the weapons are stored? Governor Keshu of Gideon. Councillor Leviticus says she knows the swamps and bogs of Blackmarsh like the back of her hand. So, can I count on you? Will you come with me to Gideon to talk to Keshu the Blackfin? We'll meet up in Gideon. We can talk to Governor Keshu there. She has to know about this Ojel Bok thing. She has, now that you mention it, very much so. He was a member of the Elder Council. His name was on the list of people that knew Leovic's secret. I thought I was supposed to protect him. After he killed Valeria and grabbed the coded documents, he ran.
What can I do? Need something? Might get rough in here. I've got your back.
Phelivon's horn! Just as the stories described it. Did this goblin sound the note we heard? It looks like we can get out through here, if you don't mind getting a little wet. Finally, proof of Phelivon's legend. I'll be the talk of Gideon once I bring these trophies home. And yet, I wonder, did the goblins here cause their own troubles by meddling with Phelivon's horn? Or is it dangerous to just... I want to take them back to Gideon and prove, once and for all, that my family's story is true. Fame, fortune, festivities await. But if these relics, especially the Horn of Magnificence, are dangerous, perhaps I shouldn't bring them home. You're right, of course. I will destroy the horn before its curse brings about a real tragedy. Patience, prudence, perspicacity. That's what I should learn from Phelivon. He pushed his luck once too often. We may be bruised, battered, and wet, but we are successful. Even without Phelivon's Horn of Magnificence, the other relics have a great story to tell. Thank you. Oh, I shouldn't forget your pay. Come visit me and Gideon sometime. I hope to see you again sometime. Although I must confess, now that I've finally found evidence supporting the legend of Phelivon, I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do next. I shall. Prudence is my watchword. Good luck with your future adventures. I've spent years chasing the ghost of a great hero, but it is an honor to have met one in person.
You know what that's good for? Ah, you'll figure it out. Let's move. Is it always this crowded?
Counselor Mendicia is a traitor. He had the...
Never trusted that overblown dry skin.
How did this happen? Where were the Brigadines and the Blackfin Legion?
Soldiers can't stop fanatical cultists. It's a known fact of nature.
Vondacia, a cultist. Gideon will help in any way we can.
Thank you,
Counselor Vondacia, a traitor and a Daedric cultist. I can't believe he had us all fooled for so many years. But that's a matter for another time. Evely tells me you have a lead for finding these so-called ambitions. Counselor Leviticus was right to send you to me. In Argonian, Ojel Bach roughly translates as Pit of the Outsider. There is a natural formation. The Sul'Zan are a savage people, Nagas, who revere the forces of death and chaos. You must traverse their land to reach the Pit of the Outsider. South of Stone Wastes, in the heart of Sul'Zan territory. I suggest caution and stealth. Try to avoid starting a war with the tribe if you can at all help it. Bring Ojel Bach, the Pit of the Outsider. It's a natural formation located south of Stone Wastes.
It's not boasting if you're right.
If your mouth...
Can't even hear myself think here.
Azura, by Azura, by Azura! I can't believe this! Is it really you? It's you! It's actually you! My friend said you were a story, a myth, but here you are! It is you, right?
The hero of Tamriel? The Slayer from the legends. It has to be. You look just like the paintings. Can you help me? A famed warrior is asking if I need help. This is what I've always dreamed of. I don't have any dangerous things going on right now, but I'm sure I could find myself some trouble to get into if you'd want. No, it's all right. Listen, what would you rather fight? A pack of lions? Perhaps a vicious troll? I'm sure I could find one nearby. Oh, it should be more than one. Let's give the bards a good song. How does a dozen trolls sound? You're right. Trolls aren't enough for a legendary hero. We need something bigger, more menacing. Oh, I heard about these weird cultists. The Order of the Waking Flame. You can rescue me from the cultists! Oh, how exciting! This is going to be great. Just wait until I tell all my friends back in Bravo.
I'm with you.
Leave it to an outsider to bring a curse down upon a sacred shrine. Hail, Dryskin. Not sure where your feet are taking you, but if it's to the shrine down the road, I suggest you reconsider. Niswo Somars has had more than enough trouble with outsiders for one day. Now, I don't know any details, but I heard that a visiting explorer and her manservant did something terrible inside the local Zanmir. Unleashed a curse, or so I heard. Now the High Priest, Niswo Somars, wants the woman to make it right. Calls herself Lady Clarice Laurent, and her manservant's name is Stibbons, though they say he is not in good shape. If she's actually going to break the curse, she'll need help. But no one will go near her while the curse infests the Zanmir. You must have more time on your claws than I do. Plus, it's mighty brave of you to go up against an ancient Argonian curse. Well, if you really want to help this Lady Laurent, you can find her near the shrine. It isn't too far from here. What's to tell? Argonian curses are nothing to take lightly, especially curses related to the ancient Zanmirs. So as soon as I heard about it, I vacated the area with all due haste. Niswo Somars oversees the Glenbridge Shrine. The place is dedicated to Sithis and attracts Argonians from far and wide. Outsiders too, for some reason. Maybe it's the Zanmir. There's one of those stone monstrosities close to the shrine. You know, those great stone step pyramids that rise out of the Black Marsh swamps. Our misguided ancestors built them for some reason. The one near Glenbridge has always been a curiosity and was relatively safe to explore. Until the curse, that is. Just keep following the road. If you see a Zanmir, you're going in the right direction. And eventually, you'll hear Lady Laurent. She's rather loud as far as dry skins go. What's to tell? Argonian curse.
I'm not sure what's been going on here, but it has something to do with that old Zanmir. The local Argonians refuse to talk about the Place of Old Stones, as they refer to it, though.
The dry skin asks a great many questions. I do want to be helpful, so I, in turn, make up a great many answers.
Yeah. The claw that spills the jub bile must be the one to sop it, dry skin. Heed the words and tend to this matter.
Riddles? Really? Not helpful, priest. Not helpful at all.
You could brew something nice with that.
Over here. Let's talk. Ready to make our way into hostile territory? We need to find this pit of the outsider, see if the vault is there, and reach the ambitions before the Order of the Waking Flame beats us to them. Well, you heard Governor Keshu. This is Sulzon territory. We want to avoid contact with this hostile tribe of Argonians if at all possible, but we need to reach the pit of the outsider. Also, I had another one. Another waking vision. Happened when I got here. I think that strange book is trying to tell me something. I saw these weird cubes with symbols on them. Symbols like the ones in the book I'm carrying. I'm not sure what it all means. I want to find the vault. With any luck, we're way ahead of Vandasi and his cultists. Maybe we can get in, grab the weapons, and get back to Gideon before anyone even notices that we're around. Are you ready? Remember to avoid the Sulzon, but keep an eye out for the Waking Flame cultists. I wouldn't be surprised if we run into them before too long. Now, let's go find the pit of the outsider. They've got to be somewhere. Besides, we don't know exactly what Van Dacia learned when he killed the councillors, or what he got out of the documents he stole from Leowin. We have to assume he's on the same trail as we are. Just what you'd expect, I imagine. They are bloodthirsty savages who revere death and chaos, after all. Be ready to fight. That's all I'm saying. It's possible, I guess, but we haven't seen any evidence of that up to this point. Look, we won't find out any more if we just stand here and talk about it. Let's get going, all right?
Let's ride. Let's see what you're made of. Here we go!
shouldn't be there.
Ah, little mortals. Come speak to me. Little mortals, have no fear. I have no particular desire to inflict harm upon you. Quite the contrary. I suspect we may be able to aid one another in the events that are about to unfold. Since my last encounter with the cute wood elf, I have been watching the activities of the Order of the Waking Flame. I followed a couple of their scouts and discovered this charming Daedric vault. I believe the ambitions are locked inside. The vault is warded, little mortal. Wards that repel Daedra, including me. You and the elf, however, should have no trouble. Just remove the wards and we can both satisfy our curiosity. Oh, and tell the elf I think I know what tome she carries. Didn't she tell you? We met before, after she first became aware of Leovik's secret. I believe the book she found is the Mysterium Xarxis, penned by Mehrunes Dagon himself. Or so they say. She must place it on the lectern to disable the wards. Ah, yes. Remember, while the wards are in place, none of us can enter the vault. Use the book the Wood Elf carries to disable them and open the way. Once the wards are down, I shall meet you inside. Now hurry! The Waking Flame could arrive at any moment.
All right, I'm placing the book as Lyrinth suggested. You check out those cubes.
Well done, little mortal. Now I must explore.
We open the door and Lyrinth just rushes ahead without us? Figures. Well, I guess we should start looking around too. It all comes back to Emperor Leovik's secret. How he hid the four ambitions before Varen reached Imperial City and killed him. We don't know exactly what these four ambitions are, but the documents indicated they're Daedric weapons of some sort. Yup, and Lyrinth thinks they could arrive here at any moment. Let's look around. Oh hey, one more thing. The book sort of started to tingle the moment we entered the vault. Just thought you should know. The Mysterium what now? Never mind, I can worry about that later. Right now we have a job to do. I want to find out what's so important that Leovik had to stick it in a warded and sealed Daedric vault. I suppose the book started this whole quest. I found it in the Longhouse Emperor's old retreat. It's full of Daedric symbols and strange markings. Carrying it around, it feels like a burden. Heavy, oppressive. And now it's tingling. It feels like anticipation. Like the book wants to be here or something. Look, I've had some dark dreams since I found the book and those waking visions. But this is the first time... I don't know, like it wants something? Like I didn't have nightmares before I knew that. It's not talking to me, not with words. But I can feel it, like it's waking up. And while I've had similar sensations since I found it, The tingling really became intense when we entered this place. Hey! What happened to the vault? Are we still inside the vault? This doesn't look like Blackwood to me. Uh-oh. Another warded door ahead of us. There's another ward on the door ahead. Ready to see if we can open it? Only one way to find out. I'll place the book on the lectern. Then we'll see what happens. Then here we go. The book is really tingling. Get ready to turn the cubes after I place it on the lectern. The book. It's almost as though it wants to help us open the door. Never mind. We need to lower that drawbridge. There must be a lever or a switch around here someplace. That did it! Now we can get across. Oh. Lava and an ominous sky? Oblivion stuff is weird. That's sort of pretty. Disturbing and terrifying, but pretty.
I was wondering where you had gotten to. I need you once again. Little mortal, I can proceed no farther. Another ward bars my way. Deal with it, will you? Yes, this interior is littered with the damn nuisances. Disrupt it so that we can continue our search. I do not believe we have much time before the Dagonists arrive. Very perceptive. The construction is imbued with a magic that allows the vault to behave as if it were a small pocket of oblivion. In a way, I suppose it is. Those exterior portions you pass through, that's where the Deadlands and Nirn coexist. It's all part of Mehrunes Dagon's master plan. He believes Nirn belongs to him, and he has long sought a way to combine his Oblivion realm with the mortal world.
Another ward. Damn! I'll place the book. You turn the cubes. Good job. Keep going.
Dramatic Destron. More panache.
Callia, just make sure it actually looks like me this time.
Oh, brother. I always capture the real you.
people? Where are the Daedric weapons?
Who are these intruders?
I sense the cultists. They're close. Wood Elf, check the other side of those doors.
Careful, brother. They look dangerous. Dangerous? We're heroes! All right, Lyrinth. I'll scout ahead.
Explain yourself. Who are you, and why have you 4 ambitions? As in an earnest desire or something to aspire to? Weapons. There are no weapons here. Just my sister, Kalia, myself, and our caretakers. Teachers used to visit in the past, and the Emperor, but we haven't seen another living soul in many years. Look around if you must, but then leave us in peace.
I knew I felt something strange, like glass shattering in the distance. Who are you, and why have you disrupted the wards? The 4 ambitions? A curious phrase. Pray tell, what are these 4 ambitions you seek? Weapons? We have no weapons here, at least none that I'm aware of. Feel free to look around if you like. Perhaps you'll find...
Do you mind? Those are my personal thoughts.
We live to serve.
We serve the twins, the rams.
Interesting. A totem revering Mehrunes Dagon, I believe.
Destron says my talent has improved. Hey! We've got trouble! I need you!
See to Emily. I shall get Kalia and Destron to safety.
Vandasia's cultists have arrived. We need a plan. Portals opened all around me, and suddenly there were cultists everywhere. Well, we did take down all the wards that protected this place. I put arrows in as many of Vandasia's crazies as I could, but the rest of them scattered. Deeper into the vault. Damn, this place is enormous. I assume you didn't happen to find the Daedric weapons back in that other room? What's going on? Where are we going?
The waking flame claims the ambitions for Mehrunes Dagon!
That's what I thought.
ambition. The High Priest has great plans for you.
Destron, what should we do?
Exactly what we were trying
I think we may have found those weapons.
Those people, they wanted to take us away. Yes, but I never saw him unleash that much raw power in a single burst, or against living targets. Obviously, our training has served us well. Destron has always been more powerful, but if you're asking if I can defend myself, I won't let anyone take us from here without our permission.
They wanted to take us away. Me and my sister, I couldn't let them do that. You think so? When they charged in here and demanded we go with them, I just had a bad feeling. I really didn't mean to obliterate them like that. I'll have to take your word for it. With our sanctum breached and our caretakers dead, we can't stay here. We'll go with you, if that's all right.
Destron and Kalia, the twins. They're the ambitions. Well, at least there are two of them. I have to say, I did not expect the weapons to be people. Whatever. Vandacia and his cult still want to get their hands on them. Obviously, we have to protect them. Get them somewhere safe. Especially since we're the ones who unlocked their vault and gave the cultists a way to get inside. Good question. Leowen is still reeling from the cult's last assault, but Governor Keshu offered to help. I say we take the twins to Gideon. After that, we can figure out how to locate and secure the other two ambitions, whoever they are.
And so the secret finally becomes clear. The ambitions aren't just weapons. They are mortals of a sort. Obviously, these two have been imbued with immense power. Power that has a distinct Daedric tinge to it. I have learned enough. For now. The mystery intrigued me. I wanted to know what the ambitions were and why the Dagonist wanted them. Now I know. Or at least, now I have some idea. Vandacia is a mortal problem, best dealt with by mortals. In the meantime, I wish to look into how these ambitions gained their power. I have my own avenues to explore. But do not fear. I am sure we shall meet again. In fact, I guarantee it.
Come with me, you two. It's not safe here anymore.
You want us to go outside?
Time to say goodbye to this place, Kalia. It will be a new adventure.
This one's mine. ready.
Also. These two will be safe here in Gideon, Evely. You have my word.
Thank you, Governor.
You did well to bring these twins to Gideon. I will make sure that they are well protected. Is it true, though, what Evely told me? These are the ambitions you sought? Yes, Evely was telling me about that. Daedric weapons in the guise of Imperial hatchlings. Interesting. Feed them, provide them with a place to rest. We'll keep them safe. But what about you? Do you have any ideas on how to find the remaining ambitions, or what to do about Vondacia and his cult? I suggest you discuss your options with Evely. For someone so recently out of her egg, she has remarkable instincts, and a good heart. Anything I can offer would be a guess. You and Evely are much more familiar with the situation than I am. For my part, I will gather the Blackfin Legion and make sure the twins are comfortable and safe. On that, you have my word. As I told Evely, a courier arrived shortly ahead of you. After you and your partner finalize your plans, make sure to talk to them. They were quite insistent that they be allowed to deliver their message directly to you.
Well, we found 2 of the ambitions and kept them out of the cult's hands. Now we just have to find the other 2 and deal with Vondacia. Not yet, but I'm sure something will occur to us. It usually always does. In the meantime, take this. Your share of our compensation from Leowyn. While Governor Keshu takes care of Destron and Kalia, we need to determine our next move. I wonder if Captain Rian has any news about Vondacia. Oh, I almost forgot. Keshu mentioned that a courier arrived for us. They're waiting to deliver a message. Maybe Captain Rian or Councillor Leviticus? Maybe they sent news about Vondacia. I'm sure that stinkweed is still out there, searching for the other ambitions. And the talk to the courier. Find out who sent them and what news they've brought us. I mean, provided you're still willing to stick around and help. Technically, I suppose you've already finished the job Captain Rian hired you to do. So, what do you say? The courier's waiting right over there. Talk to them and find out what they've brought us.
To scream.
This letter is for you, mercenary.
Oh, life was hard for the city bard, a man who... Oof, no, that's terrible. It's not boasting if you're right.
Well? What does the letter say? Well? Did the letter say an anonymous letter asking us to come by ourselves to a creepy old manor? Nothing suspicious about that. Well, I don't suppose we have any better leads. I'll meet you there.
Looking to trade?
About time. I was beginning to think I'd hired the wrong courier. So, did you get my message? I was worried I'd hired one of those incompetent couriers. You know, the ones who take your gold and then toss your letter into the dung heap. I had to eliminate more than a few of those in my time. Right to business. I wanted to ask you if you tried the swamp eel in a blackberry wine sauce at the Egg and Hammer. I hear it's the specialty of the house. Anyway, Vandacia. I did some digging and I came up with this place. Amnis Manor. Well, I got to thinking. A cult like the Waking Flame doesn't pay for itself. It needs wealthy donors, am I right? Of course I am. Anyway, Mattus Amnis. He's a known supporter of Vandacia, and a closet Dagonist. Generous, too, I hear. Hey, I can't do everything. Search the manor. Rumblings in the back alleys say that something big is about to happen. An event of some sort. And Vandacia's stink is all over it. Maybe something here will point you to it.
Sorry it took me so long to get here. Let's look around. Vandacia might be at the Salvito estate near Blackwood Lake? But what sort of event are they talking about? That's just the cover letter. The detailed invitation is missing, and so is the coin. The wardrobe's empty. Looks like Amnes has already left for the event, whatever it is. I think that's everything we're going to find. Let's take another look at the evidence and see if we can figure out what's going on here. Right. Says that's located near Blackwood Lake. It also mentions some sort of event, and I think both Amnes and whoever sent this letter are part of the Order of the Waking Flame. Actual Dagonists right here in Gideon. Can you imagine? I was thinking the same thing. Could he have found the other two ambitions? And are they people too? Cracked acorns. Mysteries make my head hurt. I'd much rather have a clear target so I can fill it full of arrows. Sounds like getting to the event requires a voyage and a special coin of some sort. Since we don't have a coin or an invitation, we should go to the Salvito estate next.
claw that spills the job bile must be the one to sop it, dry skin. Heed the words and tend to this matter.
Riddles? Really? Not helpful, priest. Not helpful at all. You there? Are you for hire? What am I saying? Of course you are. Just look at you. You have the desperate appearance of a mercenary and the swagger of an adventurer. I regret to admit that my manservant has left me with an indomitable mess. Again! Oh, the kind my manservant Stibbins excels at, I assure you. I was studying the local Zanmir, and once again assumed that Stibbins would prove to be at least somewhat helpful. Instead, the clumsy oaf managed to break an ancient Argonian relic. The kind that comes with a terrible curse, and has the locals all in a tither. Niswo Somars is very cross with me. She insists I return to the Zanmir and set things right. And Stibbins isn't any help, not in his current state. Will you assist me? Removing curses is never an easy endeavor, and with Stibbins in his current state, well, you should see for yourself. The priest graciously provided a hut where I could store the results of my manservant's latest debacle. We can start there. I hardly have the words to do it justice. The hut isn't far away. Meet me there, and you can see for yourself what a terrible...
Always worth stocking up.
To think, I only had a single Stibbins to deal with when the day began. Oh, you see what I'm dealing with? How can I return to the Zanmir and set things right when I have my hands full simply keeping all these Stibbinses under control? No, that would be ridiculous. My Stibbins, the real Stibbins, is still mucking about in the Zanmir. That's where I left him after he triggered this curse. I went to get help when one of these duplicates followed me to the shrine. Obviously. They just keep coming. From the Zanmir, it's some sort of side effect of the curse. The priest of the shrine insists that an outsider caused this, so an outsider needs to fix it. Now we... Oh, bother. There were 7 Stibbinses last time I checked, but now there are only 6. One of the duplicates is missing. They don't listen any... Thankfully, these duplicates lack even Stibbins' pitiful amount of drive and coordination. It shouldn't have wandered very far. Once you find it, you need to induce it to return. Try mentioning my name. They seem attracted to me for some odd reason. Don't we all? I'll tell you what I can, but much of what's happening is a mystery to me as well. Probably because I...
Moran! Must find Master. Master must be free.
All right, you Stibbenses, attention!
Yes, Laura.
Oh, finally! One Stibbins is bad enough, but a gaggle of them? It's like trying to herd cats. But where's the duplicate that slipped away? Did you find it? Goo? That makes no sense. Are you quite certain? No matter. I've had enough of this nonsense. I managed to get these duplicates under a modicum of control, but they seem to be rejecting my commands. Like some outside force has agitated them. A master? Other than me? That's it! Whatever curse Stibbins contracted, whatever these duplicates are, and whoever this master is, they have raised the ire of Lady Clarice Laurent. Come on, we're going! Back to the shrine. Niswo Samars knows more about this than she's let on. If she won't talk to me in anything other than riddles and proverbs, maybe she'll talk to you. We need to make her tell us how to fix this. Just so we're clear, I need you to talk to the priest. She's become rather cross with me and refuses to tell me anything of substance. Let's see if you have better luck with her than I did. They'll be fine. How much trouble can 6 Stibbinses get into? Unless they start exploding too. But that's a chance we'll have to take. Now, come on. If we don't break the curse, gods only know how many more duplicates I'll have to deal with. We're off! Stibbinses, stay here. Understand? Stay!
Yes, Laurent. Stibbo, stay.
Back again, dry skin. The claw that spills the jub bile.
Save the platitudes and talk to my associate priest.
Very well. She may have more hair than scales, but the dry skin is clever. You have not violated any of our customs, so we are not bound by strictures with you. We may talk of the Zanmir and the curse that has befallen the shiny-headed, scaleless one. The legends say that a dry-skinned sorcerer entered the Zanmir long ago, when my people were foolish enough to live in such places. He sought a path to immortality. He unleashed dark magic that seeped into the swamp and nearly destroyed all life. The shamans of the region banded together. They managed to seal the sorcerer away, deep in the Zanmir. But then, this dry skin and her shiny-headed slave arrived. They damaged the seal. Now the sorcerer seeks to completely break it and escape. The shiny-headed one is the sorcerer's prisoner. He serves as the template for the sorcerer to make more servants. Servants that will stop at nothing to break the seal. Curiously, the long-haired dry skin seems to distract them from their duty. You and the long-haired dry skin must set things right. I do not know how, for we have no interest in the place of stone. You and the long hair must figure this out. Legends say the sorcerer came from a distant land, that he enjoyed poking at roots that are better left buried. Beyond that, we have done our best to forget him. The secrets that he sought are dangerous, both for those with scales and those without. There are many of them, are there not? Let the duplicates fend for each other, while you and the Longhair return the Zonmir to...
A sorcerer? Now that's something I can work with. I'll meet you in the Zonmir.
Huh. Ours now.
If you insist on following me, then step lively, Stibbenses. Ugh, I told those duplicates to wait in the hut, but did they listen? And that door back there, it was open when we came through the first time. The broken seal lies in that direction. I suppose it's good the duplicates followed after me. The duplicates are the key, as it were. I did a thorough study of this hall. One of the side alcoves contains a floor plate, a switch, I believe. When the doors were open, the switch wasn't important. Now that the defenses have been engaged... Oh, I'm certain of it. Just get a duplicate to stand on the floor plate, and the doors will swing open. A confident... Yes, they activated as soon as the seal was broken. Though whether they're the Zonmirs or the sorcerers, I have yet to determine. Oh, and be aware that the duplicates are afraid of water. You'll need to figure out how to entice them across. Have you seen the prank the locals play on one another? They get a friend to stand within a circle of flowers, then they kick a nearby vine tongue. The vine tongue reflexively grabs anything inside the circle. Perhaps we can use that here.
Stibbo, follow. Stibbo, no follow. Oh, wait for Stibbo. Stibbo, stay here. Stibbo, stay close. Stibbo, stand here. Stibbo, I'm coming. Stibbo, I'm waiting.
Have you seen the prank the locals play on one another? Command a duplicate to... and people wonder why I consider myself the smartest person in the room. Once across, command the duplicate to follow you to the floor plate, the one with the blue fire. Then tell him to wait there. Once he's on the plate, the door should open.
Here comes Stibbo. Stibbo, wait. Stibbo, follow.
I did something, but not what I was hoping for. Nothing is ever simple when it comes to Stibbons. Why should I have expected anything different from these pale imitations? Even if the floor plate didn't open the main door, it does seem to have unlocked something. Look how the blue fire blazes. This switch unlocked the door closest to it. I need you to proceed into that section of the Zonmir and find the floor plate that opens the main passage. While you seek the switch that unlocks the main door, I'll study these carvings. I recognize the iconography. If I can translate it, maybe we can learn more about the sorcerer and the curse we're facing. And take a duplicate with you, just in case. I have more than enough to spare, and you'll need one if you come across another floor switch. Just look for the blue fire. Otherwise, don't be concerned for my safety. Years of adventuring have honed my skills to a razor's edge.
Stibbo, I'm coming. Stibbo, I'm waiting. Stibbo, stay close. Here comes Stibbo. Stibbo, no follow. Oh, wait for Stibbo.
Who dares walk the halls of the sorcerer Antanius?
What do you need?
Stibbo, stand here. Stibbo, stay close.
You seek to stop my escape? Fool! You shall serve alongside the one who calls himself Dividends.
Stibbo, wait.
Stibbo, here.
Stibbo, follow. Oh, wait for Stibbo. Stibbo, I'm waiting.
You're dead. Better luck next time. Oh, wait.
Here comes Stibbo. Stibbo, wait. Stibbo, I'm coming. Stibbo, no follow. Stibbo, I'm coming.
What can I do?
Stibbo, stick here. Here comes Stibbo. Stibbo, stand here. Stibbo, stay close. Stibbo, I'm waiting. Stibbo, follow. Stibbo, wait.
Whatever you did in the south wing didn't unlock the main doors. But it did open the door to the north wing. I suppose I'll have to send you and the duplicates there next. Whatever you did in the south wing caused the ancient mechanisms in this Zonmir to stir. But instead of unlocking the main doors, I heard the definite click of a lock sliding open by the door to the north wing. Did you find anything else in there? Sorcerer Rectavius? Yes, that's the name mentioned in the carvings. Actually, the entire tale is quite fascinating, if I'm understanding it correctly. The ancient Gel language is nearly impossible for anyone who isn't Argonian to comprehend. Only a rough translation, mind you. To cheat death, the sorcerer transferred his mind into... well, the literal translation is death mud. What we who know such things call a voroplasm. Not how I would choose to spend eternity, but I detest goo. Unclear. When all else fails, I err on the side of excessive violence. I still have a section of the carving to translate, however, and I want to figure out what this Rectavius wants with Stibbons. In the meantime, I have another task for you. Enter the now accessible north wing and look for more floor plates. One of them must open the main doors. And take the remaining duplicates with you. Goodness knows Stibbons excels at standing in one place. Is it any wonder the duplicates do too? Such as? We know he's talented. It takes a great deal of magicka, applied with precision, to transfer one's essence into an alien form. He's also quite insane. What's the point of living forever if you're nothing but a ball of ooze?
Wait for Stibbo! Stibbo, stand here. Stibbo, stay here. Stibbo, I'm coming. Stibbo, follow. Stibbo, no follow. Stibbo, wait. Stibbo, stay close. Oh, wait for Stibbo. Stibbo, stay here. Stibbo, no follow. Oh, wait for Stibbo. Stibbo, I'm waiting. Stibbo, I'm coming. Stibbo, stand here. Stibbo, follow. Here comes Stibbo.
Still you persist, and you use my own puppets against me. Such audacity will not go unpunished.
Stibbo, stay close. Stibbo, stand here. Stibbo, no follow.
You
now Stibbo serves the tea. Oh, wait for Stibbo. Stibbo, I'm coming.
What are you doing? Stop it right now, and perhaps I'll let you live.
Stibbo, follow. Stibbo, stay here. Stibbo, wait. Stibbo, follow. Here comes Stibbo. Stibbo, I'm waiting. Stibbo, no follow.
You good? Of course you are.
Oh, wait for Stibbo. Stibbo, I'm waiting. Stibbo, I'm coming. Stibbo, stay here. Stibbo, stay close. Stibbo, stay close. Stibbo, wait. Stibbo, follow. Stibbo, stand here. Stibbo, stand here.
Skill issue.
Oh, wait for Stibbo. Stibbo, I'm coming. Stibbo, I'm waiting. Here comes Stibbo. Stibbo, stay here. Stibbo, wait. Stibbo, I'm coming. Stibbo, no follow. Stibbo, stay close.
Need something?
Stibbo, wait. Wait for Stibbo! Stibbo no follow. Stibbo follow. Stibbo stick here.
There you are. We need to talk. Whatever you and the duplicates did, it worked. The main doors unlocked with an audible click. Before we rush in and attempt to deal with the sorcerer, we should discuss our options. I discovered something unsettling in the ancient carvings. According to my very rough translation, we can't simply repair the seal and lock away the sorcerer again. The Argonians employed ancient rituals that I know nothing about. I doubt the local priest knows them either. This all happened so long ago. I only see one option. We're going to need to slay the sorcerer, or destroy the blob of goo he occupies. And I'd like to accomplish that without killing my manservant. That reminds me. I think I understand the purpose of the duplicates now. It's ingenious. As a ball of slime, the sorcerer can't break the seal or free himself. The Argonians made sure you needed hands for that. So he grabbed Stibbons and used him as a model for his mindless servants. Instant hands, as it were. We need to get Stibbons away from Rectavius and cut off the source of the duplicates. Then we need to destroy the voroplasm that contains the sorcerer's essence. That should break the curse. I expect we'll find them both beyond the main doors. Based on the information contained in the carvings and some logical assumptions, I believe the sorcerer needs hands to finish breaking the seal. Hands he gave up when he opted for gooey immortality. The Stibbons duplicates fill that purpose. Interesting question. We've seen that most of the duplicates swarmed around me for some unimaginable reason, and you ran into a few corrupted versions. It appears that no matter what form Stibbons takes, He never quite seems to get the job done.
Ugh, how revolting. We must be getting closer to the sorcerer's lair.
So much muck! Stibbin's first task upon rescue will be a deep scrub of my boots.
Got to be better than that to stop us.
Sorcerer should be trapped beyond that door. There's Stibbins, inside that thing. The Sorcerer's Shield. We need to destroy it. Keep the boroplasm in place. Tell me you're unharmed. Not here. Let's return to the first hall.
As you say, milady. My lady, I must apologize. I seem to have mucked everything up again.
Yes, but I've grown accustomed to your antics. Besides, I had a very capable assistant. Well, that was an unusual adventure. Puts things in perspective. After all, nothing drives home the realization that one manservant is more than enough, like an abundance of stibbons. I shudder to think about all that goo, though. I would say so. Of course, it will take time before the sorcerer's magic fully dissipates. And I'm no expert on voroplasms. I suppose he could pull himself back together, eventually.
Well done, Lady Laurent. I sense the curse has been broken. Even now, I feel the last vestiges of the sorcerer slipping away. Except for what remains in the shiny-headed one, of course.
What? That's ridiculous. I'm fine. My lady safely extracted me from the blob of sorcerer.
The sorcerer's goo lingers, like nose slime on a hatchling's claw.
Oh, goo! Shoo shoo!
Stibbins, I won't tolerate muck in my manor house. Ugh, we go to all the trouble of rescuing my manservant, and the first thing he does is start playing with the slime blobs again. Why do I even bother? Well, after all this muck and mire, I could use a nice, hot bath. As for Stibbins, once he gets rid of the little balls of slime, I do believe he owes me a cup of tea. And some fish stew. I'm famished.